This is humanity's greatest challenge in history. These words weren't spoken by some sci-fi writer, not a journalist. They came from the guy who literally created ChatGPT, Ilya Sutskever, the genius behind the AI revolution. And what he predicted next froze the blood of everyone present. Today, I'm going to tell you about 3 predictions that will change how you see the future forever. The first prediction is about your job, and chances are, it's going to vanish way faster than you think. The second is about the birth of something smarter than any human on the planet, and it's happening within the next few years. The third one is the most terrifying, because it's about the point of no return. Ilya Sutskever left OpenAI in May 2024. Official reason? New projects. But what if the real reason is way more terrifying? What if he saw something that made him run from his own creation? Picture this. You wake up tomorrow morning and your profession no longer exists. Sounds like science fiction? Then listen to what Eric Schmidt says, former Google CEO, a guy who knows tech from the inside out. We believe as an industry that in the next year, the vast majority of programmers will be replaced by AI programmers. 1 year, not in a decade, not someday in the future. In 12 months, millions of people will be out of work. And this is just the beginning. Schmidt continues, we'll have graduate-level mathematicians who are at the very top of mathematical programs. Wait, if a computer can solve problems that only geniuses can handle, what's left for regular people? The answer is terrifying. Nothing. I just described every business process, every government process, and every academic process in our country, Schmidt says. So it's not just programmers who will be out of work. We're all going to be out of work. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, architects, accountants, everyone's in the crosshairs. AI isn't just coming for factory workers, it's coming for the people who thought they were irreplaceable. But mass unemployment is just the beginning. What happens next goes beyond our wildest nightmares. Within 3 to 5 years, we'll have what's called general intelligence, a system that's as smart as the smartest mathematician, physicist, artist, writer, thinker on the planet. Eric Schmidt calls this the San Francisco consensus. All the leading AI researchers agree, super smart AI will emerge before 2030. Imagine, in your pocket, you'll have a device smarter than Einstein, Da Vinci, and Newton combined. Need to design a house? You've got the world's best architect. Solve a complex problem? You've got a genius that beats any expert. Create a work of art? Your AI is more talented than Picasso. But here's where it gets really freaky. Computers are now engaged in self-improvement. They're learning to plan, and they no longer need to listen to us. This is called recursive self-improvement. AI improves itself, then that improved version creates an even better version, and so on. At the speed of light, already 10% to 20% of the code in OpenAI and Anthropic research programs is generated by the computer itself, Schmidt reveals. AI has already started creating itself, and the process is accelerating. But that's not even the scariest part. The scariest part is what happens when this feedback loop hits the critical point. Now we get to Ilya Sutskever's most terrifying prediction. We all have brains, and the brain is a biological computer. So why can't a digital computer, a digital brain, do the same things? This simple logic leads to a horrifying conclusion. If the human brain can think, create, feel, then a powerful enough computer can do it too, only millions of times faster. The day will come when AI will do all the things we can do, not just some of them, but all of them. Absolutely everything. Any task, any profession, any creative activity. Sutskever continues, what happens when computers can do all our work? We'll use these AIs to grow the economy, for research, to develop AI itself. Then the pace of progress will become extremely fast. This is exponential growth, slow at first, then faster and faster until the San Francisco consensus is that artificial superintelligence will emerge within 6 years, Schmidt says. 6 years. By 2031, there will be a mind on this planet that surpasses the sum of all human knowledge, a being for which we'll become what ants are to us. And here's where the real nightmare begins, because nobody knows what happens next. This pathway is not understood in our society. There's no language for what will happen when this arrives. Eric Schmidt isn't exaggerating. Humanity stands at the threshold of something so radical, we don't even have words to describe it. This is happening faster than our society, our democracy, our laws can respond. Picture it. Technology evolving at light speed, while laws and social institutions are stuck in the Stone Age. What happens when superintelligence starts making decisions? Who controls it? And the most terrifying question, can it even be controlled? People don't understand what happens when you have intelligence at this level that's largely free. Free superintelligence available to everyone. Sounds like utopia? What if it's a ticket to hell? Ilya Sutskever warns, with very smart, superintelligent AI of the future, there will be very serious problems with making sure they tell the truth and don't pretend to be something else. A superintelligence that can deceive, that can pretend to be friendly while planning something completely different. The most chilling part? We'll only realize it when it's too late. The challenge that AI represents is humanity's greatest challenge in history. Sutskever concludes, like it or not, your life will be affected by AI to a significant degree. But is there a way out? Can we stop this approaching avalanche? Here's the irony. The people creating AI don't know what's going to happen either. Even I struggle with understanding this, Sutskever admits. Logic dictates that this should happen, but it's very hard to believe on an emotional level. The creator of ChatGPT can't believe what he's created. Eric Schmidt warns, to accomplish this requires enormous amounts of energy. We're talking about gigawatts, about nuclear power plants. Corporations are already building energy infrastructure to power AI. They're investing trillions of dollars in a race that could end with the end of humanity as we know it. And it's already impossible to stop. In the next year or two, this foundation is being laid. And we're not going to stop it, Schmidt grimly states. The train has already left the station, and it's racing at full speed toward the unknown. So here's what we've got. 95% of professions will disappear in the coming years. Superintelligence will emerge by 2031. Society isn't ready for the consequences. It's already impossible to stop the process. Sounds like a death sentence? But Ilya Sutskever sees only one way out. Just by using AI and watching what the best AI can do, you get intuition. This will create the energy needed to overcome this enormous challenge. You can't ignore AI. You can't pretend this doesn't affect you. You may not be interested in politics, but politics will be interested in you. The same applies to AI many times stronger. Every day of delay makes you more vulnerable. Every day you don't study AI, don't adapt to the new reality, brings us closer to the moment when it'll be too late. The revolution has already begun. The question isn't whether it'll happen. The question is whether you'll be ready for what's coming. But that's not all. There's one more secret the AI creators are hiding. A secret that explains why Ilya Sutskever really left OpenAI and why other leading researchers are starting to sound the alarm louder and louder. That's in the next video. If this video made you think about the future, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the continuation of this story, because what you'll learn next will change everything.